Hi everybody, it's Amy at Crafty Cat. So this is my second video, if you're seeing my shirt again. Alright, so what I decided I want to do is make like a little journal front plate, or you know, to go on the front of a journal. I don't know yet what I'm going to use for the journal itself, but it'll have to, obviously now if I make this, be something kind of hard, like either make it out of cardboard or an actual book. So it'll just be a little plate that goes on the front, but I thought we could use our mushrooms, or make another mushroom, because I want a bigger sized one to go on the front of this. And I'm sorry, the Glowforge is going again. Yeah. All right, and so I am thinking I'm going to use this part up here. That is the one thing. When you cut these, you don't always end up using all the bits, but you know, you can use them later, like little torn pieces or whatever. So yeah, it's just how it is, I guess. I want kind of a fairly big one. It's going to be along the lines of the one that I did on the book cover, if you know what I mean. So I'm thinking something kind of like that. That book cover one is going to be a gift for somebody I love. So yeah, I know Catherine had mentioned wanting that one, but I decided it needed to stay close. So all right, I'm thinking like that, because I want, you know, I want it mostly to be the mushroom, obviously. I'm trying to decide, do I want to use this? I would obviously do other stuff to it, or do I want to use a piece of this? I think there's too much green, that's more blue. So I think I'm going to use this, but I'm going to put some bits of like paper down on it. So how y'all doing? I just like totally jumped right in on you, didn't I? Like I said, this is my second video, so this idea just I saw this piece of cardboard and I was like, oh, that's what I need to make for the cover. And then off I went, you know, and that's what I do. So just put some different writing on here that'll just give it something interesting to look at. Of that. This can be very interesting sometimes. It's just a piece of like tatting or crochet, little doilies, but I like the black background. Just kind of looks neat. I don't need a ton because it doesn't need to be like all covered. I like the white gesso too. Want the option of having something else, some other textural something on there. And then maybe we'll take our numbers. So what you all been up to? Anything exciting? Are you all doing anything fun for Valentine's Day, or do you just kind of stay in? We tend to sort of stay in just because it's always insane everywhere when you try to go out, so that makes it not fun for me, because I struggle with that. The more people, the more I want to leave. Horrible, right? But true. I just get overwhelmed easily. Kind of weird like that. Alright, I don't know if I want it that thick. I'm just trying to sort of get size thing happening here. Needs to be a little bit more like in this way. Lumpy, bumpy mushroom. Okay, and it definitely needs inking and things. Inking and things. So we're gonna go out to dinner, or not dinner, brunch on this Sunday coming up for my daughter's birthday with her grandparents. So that'll be sort of like going out anyway, right? Yeah, that'll work. Okay, this needs to get inked. Oops. Pulling little bits off. Oh, come on. Clean this out too, but just gets in a mood sometimes. Oh, that was good. Little hand spaz there at the last minute. That way? Is that what I decided? Yeah, I think so. Okay. All right, now we're gonna do some stuff to this now that we've figured out our mushroom. And it's sort of gonna be along the same lines because I want that kind of strips of paper thing there again. I don't know what my thing is with strips of paper lately, but and paint spatters, right? Just pulling stuff out of my little crazy bag. Oh, I still have some of that. Okay. Just want the different colors. Ooh, I didn't realize that's what that was, and I just tore it. I need a darker bit of something. Could use this. This is from my price tag digital download, so that you know you can just kind of print a whole page of money type little things for whatever. And they do come in handy for all kinds of randomness, I will say. All manner of random. Isn't that thing crazy? If you can hear it. Sorry, I was shaking the whole table because I was leaning on it. I gotta stop doing that. I don't realize I'm doing it, and then I look up and the whole camera's like, argh. Leaning on the table. And this is just a piece of a box that I tore, you know, some of the top pieces off of to get the corrugated stuff to show. That's all that is. And you could make it any size that would work for your journal. So any box that has corrugated cardboard, which most of them do, this will work on. Some have like a finer, you know, thinner corrugated cardboard. Some are wider, you know, it just depends on the kind of box. I'm just wrinkling this. Sorry, I know I'm shaking everything down. Okay. Music would be good. actually kind of more interesting. I have to say that my husband got me that squishy mat to stand on. Oh my gosh, that thing is fabulous. Love it. Makes it way easier to stand here all day, I will say. They do surprise you sometimes, don't they? Those hubbies. Some dictionary page. This will just be a fun little, like I said, topper to go on the front of the book. Just a little something different that I don't do very often. I know loads that, you know, other people have done stuff like this, but I don't do it that often. Just forget about it. And I know, I'm like covering up a ton of the corrugation, I know. I know. But sometimes that's just the way it is. I don't know. Just the way it is. Because you want something interesting to look at other than the corrugation, which is interesting. I will admit it is interesting. But we can take a little piece of this again. And this is a work basket magazine, just a piece. An old one. What's this in here? I'm wondering what this would look like. Back here. Is that weird? I mean, it might be weird, but has that ever stopped me before? Yeah, I don't like that. I think this bit of black will be good back here. I don't even think it needs to be inked. It's got a good patina on it already. Yeah, just kind of makes it pop a little. Scooch over a little. Okay, now we're gonna take some gesso and put it on here. And I have a very little bit of my gesso left. I have a new one, but let's see if I can open it. Oh, I wanted to use a little piece of this because I do like this. Go this way. What does that look like? Needs to go this way. What did we do that one for? I can't. Oh, I think it was the finger painting thing. Isn't it funny how you get like, which crazy thing were we doing that day? Let's do it this way with the gold up. Pretty bad, right? Okay, yeah, I like that. Okay, now gesso. I made this out of Mylar, so if you're wondering what in the world it is, it's nothing fancy that I bought. It's just some strips or pieces of Mylar glued together. I did thin this out with some water because it had gotten so thick you couldn't even I mean, it was basically useless, so now it might be too thin, but let's see. Like, got a little carried away there. Stick down. And see those numbers under there. Got it too thick right there. There we go. And I am picking up some of the ink for sure, so it's already not as white as it, you know, would have been otherwise. Sorry, I get quiet when I get concentrating. I know I say that all the time, but I just like people to know what's going on, because I do tend to just stop talking. Need to pay attention, right? Okay. That is that. I'm gonna get that dry and then come back, because I'm not gonna be able to like put this on there or anything until that's dry, so I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, and we'll probably have to stop again because I'm gonna do some watercolor. And the reason I'm choosing watercolor over the like regular paint or whatever is because I want it to be kind of a little bit transparent, and watercolor just kind of does that a little bit better. You see what I'm saying? And I'm just mixing this Cerulean blue and the deep green again in my Arteza tubed watercolors. You can see already how it kind of on the gesso, it doesn't just sink in, it kind of sits on top. I think that one had a little more green in it. I think I want like kind of some brown, sort of. I'll probably add a little gold to this. Just want a little. Probably could have done it with that color right there. Yeah, you know. Actually, this probably won't have to sit to dry, because when I do that, then it dries up pretty quick. So let's try. Getting paint on my pad, right? You guys were yelling at me. Just making a mess. Don't mind me. Luckily that cleans up pretty easy if you catch it fast enough. Silly girl. I'm gonna take just some tiniest. I know, why did I add all that stuff on there if I'm just gonna cover it up, but you know. So now I'm just taking my nail, and you could do the same thing with like an X-Acto blade or whatever, and I'm breaking some of that, what would you call it? There's like the little divots in between the corrugated cardboard, just to lift that paper so we can roll it a little bit. And I don't know, this could be a disaster. I've not done this before, so this is not this is not a tutorial, okay? I'm just playing around, seeing what we get. A lot of this will be covered, but I kind of want to do it everywhere so that it is intentional looking, you know, instead of just one spot. I need more. I have to put some glue on those so that they don't keep unrolling. This is super fragile paper. I would have been smart not to use the most fragile paper. Even if you just kind of wrinkle it up and mess it up, it looks kind of cool. Get up there. It's not wanting to cooperate with me right there. Okay, and then on this, because it's not very aged looking, and I think it's not very, I think I slid it there. Okay, I think that's probably good. So I just, you know, messed it all up all over the place, basically. Go through all that, mess it all up. But yeah, that's, you know, that's the way it is. Okay, so I'm liking that a little bit more. I still feel like we definitely need like some fabric. I'm not liking the way that mushroom is right there. I don't know why, just don't like it. I feel like it needs more of a curve in it. So say you can even alter them after you've glued them together, if you want to. Okay, now I did not get stuff out to do the bottom part, but let me get some of this stuff out of the way so that it's not so junky everywhere here. Because we're done with that for the moment. That's my scrap bag. Okay. So some fabric or something along there is what we need. Well, we've got some of the pieces that we used yesterday, which would be good. But maybe some of this. This is a piece of a like table runner or something like that that I used for pockets in the city journal. Sorry. There's some really messy burlap and some strings, but hey, it works. Trust me, it works. Can do a little bit of lace and a little bit more of the red strings there. Oh, this stuff is kind of cool. This is that a little piece of black wouldn't be bad. What do you call that? Ticking. I think I got this at Vintage Polka Dot Shop on Etsy. She's got really cool like torn fabric bits and stuff that are fun. Okay, let's see what we can do with that. Yeah, a little piece of orange might be kind of cool. Alrighty. I don't have any blue. Oh, I do have my little stuff I made Not much left, but there's little. My finger paint. Okay. This is the thing about junk journaling. Like, you don't need whole yards of fabric. You just need some little bits, really. I mean, obviously, if you're doing a cover, you might need a bigger piece if you were wanting to cover it all in the same or whatever. But for the most part, all we need is some bits and pieces. What I might do is kind of make it and then stitch it together. Kind of want those strings. I kind of like the strings just hanging out everywhere. And then I'm going to put this crazy conglomeration of whatever in the world right there. Because it doesn't really matter what's in it. Like, it, you don't have to have all these matching fabrics. That's not necessary, because it really is just sort of a hodgepodge of stuff. Sorry, I threw those down and made a clanking, crashing noise. I don't like the edge of the fabric to be perfectly square either, just like paper. I don't always like it to be like that. So sometimes I'll just cut it kind of weird. Not that much. Need a little bit of lace. Really what I'm going for is textures. I'm not necessarily going for, oh, you can see that whole piece of whatever, right? I just want different textures because it makes it interesting. I keep doing that with those. Kind of want like this. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to very carefully try to get that over to my sewing table and sew it together, and I'll probably add some more of these other strings and things to it too. But yeah, I'll be right back. Okay, I am back, and you can see this is just kind of a big fat hot mess, and so are my fingers. But honestly, it's just so random, and yeah, but I love it. I love, love, love it. Okay. So now we're going to glue this guy on. I think about here, but I feel like it needs something, and I think it's needs some black around it to hopefully make it stand out a little bit. And we will spatter, but we're going to do that after. It needs this billow all the way around just to make it stand out more. Where's my... Oh, that's the big one. These are just water pins if you're not sure what they are. They just hold water. And these Stabilo-Alls, they're Stabilo-All. You can get those on Amazon. They're super great because they're water soluble, so, you know, they react with the water. which is awesome. And you know, you don't have to do that part at all. You could just go around it with black of any kind and it would probably work fine. It just, this adds another sort of dimension to it. Because the spillozy, when it reacts with the water, it just is kind of a cool effect. And you can add to your mushroom that way. I don't know why I'm spending so much time on the base, because you're not going to see the base. Silly me. Sorry, I'm shaking the whole table. I never realized how bad I did that until recently. It only took me like a year or something to figure that out. I don't have a lot of control over it because I have a stack of books that camera is hooked to right there on my desk, because my desk is too fat and so it won't, I can't like screw it to my desk, so I have the camera arm screwed to a stack of books of all the most ridiculous things, right? But anyways, okay, I think that's better. I'm going to use my tacky glue, although I think art glitter glue would probably work fine, but I'm going to use tacky glue. You can use whatever glue you like, Fabri-Tac or whatever the thing is you use the most. Maybe I'm going to use this. It's been a while since I've used tacky glue, obviously, because it's stuck. This is how all your scissors get destroyed, by the way. Because they get tortured daily. Just let it get down here a little bit. They're probably always like, no, here she comes. Sorry, I'm animating my scissors now. It's bad. I'm scooting it up a little just to sort of even it out, and then, you know, we're putting the fabric across the bottom, so that's gonna ground it anyways. Need a little bit more water right here. Oh, I grabbed the wrong one again. That's got some blue. This brush, I've washed it under the sink and it's like got permanent blue in it. I don't know what's up with that, but anyway, that'll just give it another little effect. Yeah, that's one thing about that Arteza watercolor paint. It's no joke, like some serious pigment in that. There's a bubble because it came apart from the paper underneath because I got it wet. So we're gonna come in here, put glue in between again, and hopefully it'll stay together better. That's the only problem with the wet factor. But I got more wiggle time with tacky glue than I do with the art glitter. That's why I like to use it for stuff like this. Okay, I think it's down now. So let's get this on. And I stitched through this a couple times, so it's hopefully all tacked down. And I am going to put quite a bit of glue because this is not Fabri-Tac, because I don't like Fabri-Tac. But that's just me. And I'm going to squish it a little because I feel like that'll just give it some more interest. Getting glue everywhere here. Okay, it's down. I don't know what else I want to add to it. I feel like it needs like something, a label, something. Let's see. I wonder if one of these little guys would work. He would be pretty cute on there, huh? I love those little brownies. And whoever told me that, thank you. I could not think of the name of those things to save my life. But brownies, I'm pretty sure that's right. Could do a mushroom too, or a mushroom. Yeah, that's a mushroom. Butterfly, Amy. That is called the butterfly. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. I love him because he's so sassy. He just looks like he'll give you the wherefores, right? A wee forest folk. I can't say that, and I don't know. I thought about doing fairy folk, but they aren't all fairies, so. Because we got gnomes and we got brownies. What else? Fairies. I don't know. I want that white covered. You of course could cut them out without the white, but I'm not very talented with that anymore. Because of my spastic hands. Yeah, he's pretty cute. I worry he's a little thin, but I think it'll be okay right there because there's this piece back here that's covered all the way. Of the corrugated cardboard, it's not got a dip, open dip right there. Put lots of glue on him. I had way too much fun drawing these, I will tell you. It was a blast. Oh, I gotta get that. I keep forgetting to get that magazine, that kids magazine out with the originals that were in like sepia tone. Don't do that. It's like that butterfly or a smaller butterfly. Kind of bunged up his knee a little bit. He's got a wrinkly knee now. Kind of feels like it needs to be over here, but I don't think it can be, so I think it'll be all right there. So this will be the front, on the front of the journal. And both the brownie and the butterfly are in the Wee Forest Folk digital. if you like those. I think I'll turn it this way a little. I think it's just on the edge there. Okay, see, stuff down good. Alrighty, there we have it. This one is done for today. Unless I add something to it, which I do sometimes. I'm thinking what I might do, which I won't do right now, but is pin like a little bulb pin with something on it on there too. But we'll worry about that when we get closer to figuring out what in the world we're even putting on the, or you know, what the journal is. So anyway, I hope you guys liked that, and I hope it was just another idea for your mushrooms. And again, if you're interested in the Wee Fairy, or Wee, I'm going to do it every time, Wee Forest Folk, the digital download is in my Etsy shop. I don't have the Shopify shop anymore, just the Etsy shop. So I hope you guys have an awesome rest of your day, a wonderful weekend, and I will see you again Monday. Love you guys. Bye.